Welcome to another episode of Afterthought. This week, we have a good friend of mine, Tyreak, guest hosting to discuss the 2018 comedy Sorry to Bother You. Watch before you listen to the episode because there will be spoilers. And hey, it's not going to be fun if me and Ty are the only ones watching the movie, so get with the program, watch the film, and join the conversation. You can keep up with future episodes by subscribing to the AfterThought Podcast YouTube channel at AfterThought Podcast. Follow us on AfterThought Pod on Instagram, and send us your thoughts, questions, or guest host requests at afterthoughthub. That's afterthoughthub at gmail.com. Now on with the episode. All right, everyone, welcome to the show. This is spoiler territory, so please watch the movie if you have not watched the movie yet. All right, so with me today, I have a good old friend back from the retail days. Give it up for Ty. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there, staying busy, trying to keep my mind focused. You know how it is.
I definitely do. It's pretty much same here. Trying to stay focused, trying to do me, trying to survive, which does tie into this movie, but we'll get into that.
Yep, absolutely. So this movie is Sorry to Bother You. It's from 2018. It's a comedy, and it's directed by Boots Riley, starring so many amazing actors that you could find in some of the top movies from the past and the present. I'm just going to get right into it. What did you think about the film, Ty? Because I have my thoughts. First impression.
First impression. It was thought-provoking.
Yeah.
Going into it, I had a totally different idea of how the movie was going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then it totally went like left field.
Right.
Yeah, like near the end. Well, we'll get to the ending part later, but everything like leading up to it was like unexpected.
Yeah, I mean, when it first started, I was like, okay, I get the concept. I see how this is gonna go. He's probably gonna like have to battle between, being, the good guy or selling out to get ahead in the company. I was like, I get the storyline. And then once it hits the half point of the movie, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Like
Once it gets to that party, like the party scene,
yeah.
I was just like, this is complete bonkers.
Yeah. I mean, if I was drinking or doing any type of substance, I would have thought I was on a trip, and I would have freaked out and closed my computer screen and went to bed.
That's how I kind of felt going into it.
Yeah.
It's like one of those movies you have to like watch sober and pay attention. You're gonna miss so much things. There's like,
Yeah, there's like so many little parts in the movie that I'm like, I feel like this has a bigger meaning to it, and I feel like I have to watch it again just to kind of get it, because it is a lot.
yeah, it is a lot.
Yeah.
Which is part of like, I have some issues with it because of
Yeah.
like, there's like too much. You know what I mean?
Well, let's go right into it. So I'll start with the dislikes. What did you dislike about the movie? I'll like out of the whole thing, what was the things that pointed out to you that you were just like, I hated that so much?
Hate is a strong word because I understand like why they would do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, it wasn't subtle. Like, that's probably one of the things I didn't like. Like, it was very on the nose. What kind of like what they were trying to portray. Even though like earlier I just said like I was shocked by where it led, but that's because where it led was kind of crazy. But like all the hidden details and all the hidden messages that they scatter about, it was like very on the nose. Like, oh look, this is clearly slavery, or this is clearly like classism or whatever. Which is fine, but I'd rather it be a little more subtle, less subtle. What am I saying? It
was too for me. I think I see what you're getting at. It was sometimes it just kind of went out to this like, you could feel it like, oh, okay, they're being artsy with this. They're having fun with film, because there's
very artsy.
Sometimes there's some films where it's very much on point. You get it. It's very real. And then there's some movies where they take a dive. Like there's one movie I watched, and I think I'm gonna make it another episode. It's called The Heathers. It's from like the 80s, I think.
Heathers.
I don't want to get
Oh,
it. Yeah, I don't want to get too
I've heard
deep
of this
into it
movie.
because I feel like I'm gonna do a whole episode on it. But it was just like you couldn't look at the movie realistically. You had to take a step back and just kind of generalize it. Because I think if you would have looked too deeply into it, you would have gone crazy. And that was what this movie. It's the same thing with me. My dislikes was when I started seeing those freaking horses. When I saw those horse people, I was like, come on, man. I was like, what the hell is going on?
That's where it was like really
like,
fucking batshit crazy.
Yeah, it just felt like for me, it kind of killed the story that I could see where it was going, and it was going to have a nice ending to it. Even if he did sell out or he stayed with his friends, I felt like, okay, we're keeping it home. I like it. Okay,
yeah,
it just went off the rails.
It did.
And I get it, like I respect the artistry of film and all the weird ways it goes, because it's like it's not supposed to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect.
That's true.
It doesn't have to be real. It could be completely false. So
yeah.
I get it.
It struck it. It was the horse thing definitely was like bizarre, especially when he first like went into the bathroom. I was not expecting any of this. I was expecting something totally different. He's going to the bathroom, come back. They're gonna be like, yeah, you can work at work free or whatever. But it was just like some weird horse thing, just like having a seizure on the floor. I'm like, what is this? Where is it going?
Yeah, and I was actually surprised that he would turn into a horse. I mean, I had a feeling he was going to, but I was kind of like, oh, I didn't like that. I was like, too bad. He's still coming back from turning into a mutant horse.
It kind of defeats the purpose of the message too, because I felt like at the end they were pretty much saying like, not all is lost. You have to stand, you have to fight against like whatever injustice out there. You got to start somewhere.
They fought. They just fought as horses.
Yeah, they fought, but they're like fucking horses now with horse dicks.
So what did you like about the movie? What was something that really stood out to you that was like, you know what? That's it right there.
Just like the visual, everything like visually. It was a very well shot movie. It was a very like interesting movie. The camera angles, the different transitions and stuff. Yeah. Even like things in the background. It was almost like, I don't know, like Clue or whatever, like I Spy. Like you remember those I Spy books? Mm-hmm. You had to like look for things. It's like that. Like if you like you could pause a scene and like dissect like all the things in the background. And that's dope because it means like if you keep rewatching it, you like notice certain things that you didn't notice before.
Yeah, it's what like video games. It's longer play time. You can keep going because there's some movies where after I'm done watching it, I'm like, there is no way I'm watching that again. Like I get it, it was good, and we're not gonna watch that again. It's
pretty much one time. Me with Marvel movies, it's like
they're overwhelming.
Yeah, it's like I seen it once. Why do I need to see him beat up Hulk again? I don't know. Like
yeah, like I said that about Avatar. I saw Avatar, the first one, and I was like, I'm good. Don't
need to see any more of this.
I don't have to watch it again. I'll wait for the second one. I'd love to watch it, but no.
Whenever that comes out,
Yeah. For me, in this movie, I know, right? After COVID. For me in this movie, I think my favorite part was seeing, it was the coloring for me. It was the diversity in it I liked. And I liked seeing my gosh, the there's so many. It's not really, for me, it wasn't really anything specific. It just felt like a cool movie. Like I knew when I saw the movie poster and the trailer for it, I just was like, I'm in. Even if it was a flop, it just was comforting. And that's why I was so mad at the end for being so freaking wild.
I know. It was so like stylistic up until the end. It was just like the endings definitely did suck. It was the weakest part, I think. Yeah. There was actually like one part of the movie, I don't know if you remember, where Cassius was like making money. This is in the beginning, and him and first off, why is her name Detroit? But whatever.
That's another sign. That's another
there's something there. I just don't know.
Little bit, yeah, exactly.
And they're like making out, whatever, and like literally, like their whole world is changing. Like literally, like their bed is like moving. You can see like the lamps like changing around them. I thought that was cool. Like it like showed it in like a visual way.
Why you don't want to see Cassius in the a garage while they're having sex?
I actually like the garage crib. I dig it.
How were
It's
they? Was there a sink in there and a toilet?
he
How did
must be
that work?
using
His
like
uncle's
yeah, he just goes upstairs like
and
what's up,
uses it.
Serge? What's his name? Serge? I'm just gonna
Who,
say
the
Terry
uncle?
Crews.
I know. I was just gonna say Terry Crews.
You know this? I don't know if you know this, where he like gives him a check to like repay back his uncle. He like hugs his wife, and his wife is like this fucking built MMA fighter. It's like those like visual jokes that are
Kind of funny. Well, the
yeah.
voice, the white voice in the whole movie was taking me out because it made absolutely like it just was funny. It was.
Who's the guy with the eye patch? What is his name? It's just a bleep.
I think it's Mr. Blank, and
But what?
it's the guy who plays in Power, right?
Yeah, the 50
Yeah.
song.
I,
Yeah,
it was the mutton chops, or what's that facial hair called? That
I think it's
style.
mutton
I
chops.
was like, what is this?
Yeah,
I was like, what is going on?
that with the eye patch and the voice did it for me. I was just like, this movie's. I love this movie already
Yeah.
until the ending.
Yeah. So let's get into that. So I have some would you rather questions that
Okay,
I'd like to break it down for you and see where
I
your
have
head's
some
at.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go right into it. So my number one would you rather question that I had, I don't know if you have the same one. Hopefully you don't.
Let's find out.
Would you stay with your friends or would you move up in the company? You
I
have
have
the
that
same
same
one.
exact
Oh
one.
no. Oh my gosh.
All right, well, we'll
Let's
both
go for
answer.
it. Yeah, let's go for it. So what would you do? Because I
Hmm.
have an idea.
Now, so if I move on up, can I still like support my friends and families, or do I have to like leave them to dust?
Um,
Because I would
yeah,
do it. I
you
would
can
do it.
still do that.
Yeah, I would do it, and then like share the wealth.
But
If that
remember
makes
his girlfriend, I mean, you could see that even though you were still trying to be one with your friends, they were
yeah,
separating from him, Cash.
yeah, I noticed that. It's like, and that's part of like the message that it was showing because like the movie presented it at first like it was like a racist like racism. It's
Hmm.
like black versus white, but it like clearly isn't. It's more like classism where it's
Yeah.
like you have like lower class, middle class, upper class, and then like 1% echelon represented by like Steve Lifts or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, and clearly, like when one rises, everyone else gets jealous or so forth and so on. So I don't know. Money changes people.
Money changes people, I always say it doesn't really change people, it just makes it more you.
Mm,
Because you're making bigger
that's deep.
moves, and I feel like those moves were always something that you wanted to do. I think the only time it probably changes you is there's now you're dealing with a different caliber of people, and when you get with a group of people, it brings out a group energy, a group think. Everybody starts to think as one, and if they're all doing bad, then you feel like you can get away with it, versus like being with your real friends, and that's a
Yeah.
whole nother situation. So I
It's
did like
also
that in the movie.
it's also like code switching too. Like
Yeah.
well,
The quote unquote white voice.
yeah, yeah.
How many times did we had to do that back in it when we worked in retail?
I don't want to say it like all the time, but his was
Yeah.
perfect, like absolutely perfect.
Yeah. That was like a Super Saiyan level right there.
Yeah, at some point working in retail, my code switch just like dropped off. I just didn't care anymore, and it showed.
I want to say that I found like a better mixture between the two, but I feel like I still have that voice. It's the people pleasing voice. It's the hi. Well, how may I help you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, your shoes came used. Oh, but you have no receipt. Oh, okay. Well, let me just bow down to you real quick first, and then I'll
Oh,
help.
let me kiss the feet.
Let me
Let me
kiss
kiss
some.
the ground
Let me
where your
kiss some
feet
corns.
touched. Some
Some
corns.
corns.
mm,
Smells
gross.
like a refund.
I absolutely hated working with the public. Actually, like it was the worst
Yeah, I
experience
know.
ever.
Thankfully, right now in the pandemic, I don't have to work with the public for once in my life.
I know. Work. Yeah. I mean, I do photography, but I do like
I know you still do,
Yeah. No,
kind
but
of.
I take pictures of like furnitures and antiques and stuff like that. And they don't talk. They don't talk to me. They don't talk back. They don't have any needs. I can slap them around, toss them around. They don't care.
Now, when they do talk back to you, I think we have to talk.
I think I should start seeing like a doctor or
Yeah,
something.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
All right. So, leading to that code switching, my next question, I hope you don't have this one. Would you rather use a white voice or your regular voice? Now, being the person that you are now, which you kind of touched upon it. So if I pick up the phone and I'm a customer, should I act it out?
I'm not ready for that. We could try. It's been a while, so
Literally
all of it's rusty. Are you dying?
That just came out of nowhere. Because I already know, like, putting you on the spot is going to be hilarious.
It's not going to be hilarious. I'm telling you right now.
Tragic.
It's going to be tragic, yes.
You know the voice I'm looking for. I know it's just you and me talking on the phone by ourselves, but you have to put on that voice.
Fuck, I don't. Oh.
The try hard voice. The hi, perky.
Okay.
Hi, hey.
I'll try. It's not going to be good.
Okay, wait. Okay,
perky.
Wait. Let me come up. Okay. Who's calling who? Am I calling you?
I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
What store is this?
I don't want to say the one you think I'm going to say.
How about Target?
Okay, Target. Target's good.
I've never worked at Target.
And whoever calls Target. Okay.
For real.
I feel like
Target. I feel like people would call Walmart more than Target.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't think Target has a phone.
Ring, ring. Ring, ring.
Hello. This is wait.
It's me.
It's you. Yeah. Okay, do it again.
Ring, ring. Ring, ring. This is gonna be so sad.
This is stupid.
Ring, ring.
Hi, welcome to Target. How may I help you?
Well, I'm not there. I'm just calling because I'm very hurt. My child literally just choked on one of your bottle tops that you guys have in the store, that you guys are selling in your store. Now, I want you to explain to me, because I am a hardworking mother. I want you to explain to me, why would you make a product that would hurt my child that way?
Yes, I'm very sorry that your child got hurt. I'm very, very sorry. What I can do for you is, you have a receipt for the bottle?
No, I don't.
Perfect.
And I don't know what credit card I use, so don't ask.
Do you have a Target credit card? Target store credit card with us?
Are you listening to me?
I am.
Are you listening to me? Well, clearly you have something in your ear, because I don't have a credit. I don't even know what I use. I don't even know where I am right now. I'm so frustrated. I work all day. Let me tell you about my life. I have been having trouble with my husband. He can't get hard in bed. But that's none of your business. How dare you?
Oh, I'm very sorry, man.
I have been working so hard, and I am a customer here. I am here all the time. Do you realize that I have your rewards program?
Yes, I do, actually.
Okay.
What's your name?
Thank you.
What's your name? Can I get your phone number, please?
Larissa.
Hi, Larissa.
Sounds kind of bad.
Larissa? That's the best you could think of?
I am sorry. Don't make fun of my name. Well, I want to know. So why do you guys make bottle tops that are killing my child?
Well, what? Larissa, which bottle tops? We sell plenty of bottle tops. We sell different
red
brands.
one.
The red one, yes. Right in front of me, of course. We at Target care about our customers. If you come in, let me get the manager.
And scene.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
To be honest, I don't think I gave you much to talk.
I don't think I solved your problem. I think this was like a therapy session for Larissa.
But do we ever solve their problems when they call the store?
She got real for a second with the whole.
It did get real. I definitely brought out my anger for many of these customers. This is, by the way, guys, this is a combination of everyone I've ever had to deal with. We've ever had to deal with in retail when we get a phone call or in person. Sometimes we get lovely in-person conversations.
Oh yeah, a lot of personal stuff that I didn't care about at all.
But you have to act like you care so much.
Well, of course I care. I care so much about all your bullshit.
So with the would you rather questions, do you have any left that I did not ask?
um, let me scroll down
I
because I
should
did.
always, I'm thinking I should let my guest go first so I don't ruin it because
Oh no, you're
I feel like
fine.
I'm always taking the question.
You're totally fine. Okay, so I actually do have a question. It
Hmm.
involves that party, the one that Steve lifts, I think. Yeah.
Um,
So you remember the scene
yeah.
where he was telling the rap? Would you rap? Would you have done
Oh,
that?
um, hell to the no. I don't care if it's gonna get me to the next level. I'm not rapping.
You're not going to be a clown for them.
That's triggering to me. Actually,
Yeah.
hmm. Well, I mean, would they
He
even
offers you $1 million. What?
I would just be a hype man. Like I would just like act like I'm rapping, but I'm just giving you a little John moment.
I
And
think
I
that's what he
just
did too.
and I put the energy on other people. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Like, come on, get into it. I see you over there in the red dress. You feel
put.
this beat?
Yeah. More like a DJ. Yeah. The beat was trash though, so I don't know how far you would go with that.
That was
it,
so awkward.
it was. It was. There was like so many layers to that though.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, they did that. They did that something similar to that in Atlanta with
Oh,
is it
what's his
Donald
name?
Glover?
Donald Glover.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
get them
Danny Glover
confused.
in this movie.
Yeah, Danny Glover. Which fun fact, I heard that Donald Glover was actually supposed to play the lead in this movie, but he got the role conflicts with Star Wars when he played Star Wars, so
Whoa.
they had to
I,
switch it up.
I wonder would this movie be the same with him? Huh.
I,
Interesting. I wonder would it be better?
I feel like it would be.
It'd be
I don't know.
different.
It would be different. I mean, I think I would like it because I know Donald Glover definitely goes there. I mean,
Yeah.
I recently saw him in that movie that he did with Rihanna, Guava Island, I think it was, and he could really give you a good performance. So I feel
Donald
like,
Glover's like a good actor.
yeah, he's a physical actor. Like he really throws himself around if he has to, and I like that. Um, this movie feels very much like Atlanta now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it has
So
that vibe.
yeah, like I guess I think he from what I hear from this little bit I found on the internet, I guess he recommended Lakeith from Atlanta because
Oh yeah, he worked with
he's
him. Yeah.
from Atlanta, and it worked out. But like even in Atlanta, I don't want to go too deep because I'm sure some people never watch it. But remember the Michael Jackson scene?
Is this season 1 or season 2? Because I did not see
Oh,
season 2.
oop. I'm gonna stop right there. But
Uh-oh.
okay, did you see? I don't remember what was in season one. Okay, I
there was one episode near the end of season 1 where they went to a party and it was like this rich guy and he had I forgot her name. He had like a black wife and he was like
yeah, he was
super
like
into
very
Africa.
African. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And he wanted to rap, right? They wanted
Yeah.
them to rap.
I was getting that kind of vibes from this
Yeah.
movie.
I wonder how closely they work together because there was a lot of parts of Atlanta that was mirroring this movie.
Honestly, like he probably was on set some of those times, Donald Glover.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
like was like, hey guys, you should do it like this or watch my show.
Yeah, that's something to think about. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm really interested though, seeing this movie with Donald Glover instead.
Yeah, I know. What else did I find on this? Yeah, I mean, I think he even stopped Atlanta too to do Star Wars. So like there was a lot of things that were kind of in the way, but when you get the call for Star Wars, you take it. Especially
Yeah,
when you're a big fan and you're part of the nerd universe. And yeah, I would understand that.
definitely.
I feel like it would be very similar though.
Probably.
Maybe just different ways of handling like the situation, but it's not. I don't think he
He
would change it.
'Cause you know what it is? When I was like seeing what's this guy's name? Keith Stanfield. When I was
Mhm.
like seeing his performance, it reminded me of Donald Glover. So I feel
Hmm.
like he was like using some of that energy and like pulling a Donald Glover performance because it felt very like that, but also his own take on
Yeah.
it, if that makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Yeah, I'm gonna call him and then just ask and see how he would have done it. Because I have that
Yeah,
power. This podcast has been listened to 5 people. It's a lot of people. High numbers.
you pretty much basically are like in the
Yeah.
upper echelon.
Yeah,
Call
like
Donald Glover right now.
absolutely. All my advertisers are like really curious on what's going on with episodes. I'm gonna plug them
Who's
soon.
your new advertiser? I shouldn't say a name.
Oh, yeah. um, Target.
Target, yeah.
Say
Target's
that.
honestly, Target got some good shit. Like, not trying to plug. They do got some good shit.
All right, so moving on. What would you rate this movie? So I'm trying to rate everything that I'm doing. How I set up the rating system, I was going to do 3 stars, but I kind of looked at myself. I was like, that's a little harsh, because if you give something 1 star, you're like, oh, well, clearly you hated it. And 3 stars, it's like, oh my God, it's like one of the best movies I've ever had. So I broke it down to 4 stars, 4 being the best,
Okay.
1 being the worst. What would you rate this movie? He's thinking.
Because of the ending. Honestly, if it wasn't for the ending, I would have given this a 4, like easily. Like it's actually really good. To be honest, like I've seen this movie before, but I think I fell asleep during the first time watching it.
Mhm.
So I actually forgot like a lot of it. So I had to rewatch it recently. And no, it's really good. Like it actually I would give it probably a 3. The ending really did it for me. I didn't really like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I would give it I would
Can we do half stars?
I know. No, I would give it a 3.
Okay.
I would give it 3 because it wasn't bad. Like I enjoyed myself. But it wasn't my favorite movie.
What's 3? Good? Like 3 is good?
Three's good. Yeah, three's
Okay.
good. I feel like 2 stars is like
Yeah.
sucky, but
It's not
I
2. It's
wouldn't give it a
definitely
complete bust.
yeah. I would
I
put
don't
it in a 3.
I wouldn't give it a 2. Yeah, I would give it a 3. I think I'm being too nice. Maybe I should give it a 2. Because
I feel like
it was that ending.
yeah, it was very creative up until like that ending. Like everything about it was like nailing. The writing was great. It was smart, witty. I
Yeah.
didn't laugh a lot, but it was like that weird, intelligent humor where it's like, if I was smarter, I'd be like, huh.
Yeah,
But
because this
because
was
of
classified as a comedy sci-fi film. I
sci-fi,
know.
right? Well,
Yeah.
the
Well,
end,
the
huh?
ending.
Yeah, I see why. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I will give it a 3 officially. Yeah.
3. All
Yeah.
right.
All right. So we're giving it a 3, guys.
Put
It's
that on the
worth it.
IMDb
I know.
page.
Change it. Afterthought podcast. We want your opinion. What did you give it? Because we gave it this rating, but we really want to know.
Yeah, I think Rotten Tomatoes wrong. We should okay.
We should just take over Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
We should send the horses over and change their minds.
God, I hated the way those things look too. It
I
was like,
know they were so fake looking though.
yeah.
That's
Unless
what
that's
really
what
got me.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate it. I mean, let me tell you something. I can't stand CGI. So anytime that you see like they look like they actually made that and it was like some
Practical
type of
effects, yeah.
animatronic, I appreciate that. That
I
it's
did
very
li-
similar. Hmm?
I did like that. Like that they put in the effort to make like an actual costume instead of just CGIing everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Because it
So
takes effort.
it takes a lot of effort, okay?
Yeah, I mean anybody could go on the computer and edit
Make a
away.
big horse dick horse.
But not many people could put on a fucking costume, okay? That takes effort.
That costume looked hot too. Can you imagine all that? Ugh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wasn't even in the costume. They probably like dubbed his voice over
Oh,
some other
of course, because
poor
they look
intern.
taller too. They look like they belong. Like there was taller men who were like playing
They
those
were
horses.
horse. They were horses. Of course, they were taller. They were so. It was so stupid. I did not like the horse thing actually. The more I think about it.
Well, moving on.
All right.
So final thoughts. Any final thoughts that you have about this movie that you wanted to put in? Any personal stories? I mean, for me, I tell you right now, it was funny to watch this now because like I was saying before, it kind of brought a glimpse into what we used to do working with customers, dealing with people who you feel like it's just you dealing with them and it's not like a cooperative thing where it's like they need service and we're here to help you and just easy going. It's like I gotta fight you
Yeah.
every two
Uh,
seconds.
yeah, it was a very, very toxic environment.
Yeah.
Retail itself is just fucking toxic.
Yeah.
Um, and it's like, yeah, it's very similar to that. Very like, oh, I'm better than you type of
Mm-hmm.
mentality customers would have, and even like workers. We had like, I'm sure I was like, I'm better than you, whatever type attitude.
Oh yeah,
But
I mean our managers, a lot of managers, they get something gets into their head once they get that raise and they get that walkie-talkie, and they can
that
either be real with you and nice and understanding, or they can just turn into this other person. And
and that yeah,
it's like I taught you how to work here, and now
it
you're like being cold. What's going on?
it kind of ties back into the movie. Yeah,
Yeah, because they were doing that so much in the movie.
yeah. With the Cassius character, he was pretty much fucked over his friends because he got a promotion.
Yeah.
Where have we heard that one before? I don't know.
It's like you peasants.
Fucking peasants.
Spit my eye.
Shit. Just trying to work
Yeah,
here.
and I think, I think as I've gotten older, that voice, the quote unquote white voice, I feel like nowadays I really am in a place where I'm trying to be me at the end of the day. Because I think when you're younger, you're just people pleasing, you're just trying to make it through and make it easy. But I think at what point am I just going to be like, well, this is me. So yeah, there are ways that you can get up in the system, and work your way up. And, obviously, you got to play the game. But if I could just do it as me, and obviously, I can't, I got to adjust some things, but it's like, if I could do it as me, it's more sweeter at the
Yeah.
end than
But
playing in and drinking the juice and turning into a horse,
that's sort of that's one of the messages with like stick to the script type thing. It's sort of like don't stay out of line, don't be weird, don't do this, stick to the
Yeah.
script, and then you'll move on up, be
Yeah.
like how we want you to be. And that's like with the voice thing. Like, the white voice. I don't even like saying white
I know, I
voice
don't even
'cause
like saying it. That's why I like quote unquote, but that, I mean,
yeah,
that's kind of what it is. I mean,
I like the way they described it though. Sort of like not so much a white voice, but like you feel not confident, but like you have no care in the world. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like my bills are paid.
you play like yeah, your bills are paid,
You're
you're comfortable.
you're worry free,
Yeah. Yeah.
like in the movie.
Yeah. And I like how they were getting into that. Also, did you know that Rosario Dawson, a throwback from the first episode from Death Proof, I heard that she was the voice of the elevator, which
No way,
I
really?
thought it was her. And
Yeah.
I was like, maybe not. It was.
Holy shit! No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was just a
Rosario.
random thing.
Yeah.
She's
Huh.
so cool.
She is cool. I like her voice. I like the elevator thing. That was it was funny because he was like super into like his personal and that manager, she like started like hitting on him once he became
Yeah. The main character, do you see a lot of yourself in Cash?
me.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, when he was like laying in bed, like talking about the sun exploding, I'm like, yeah, the sun will explode.
Because when I watched this, I was like, this is very tiring.
You think so?
In some ways. And then you sold
I
me
don't think
out, and then you turn into a freaking horse.
I don't think I would ever be a sellout though.
No,
I
no, no. I think you're because he's very like
real.
like real. Yeah, he's very like, well, this is how it is. So
Oh,
what's going on? Like
yeah,
he's not fake. He doesn't come off as fake in the beginning. He just seems like he's just being as much as him as he can.
and straightforward. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much what I respect about that. Yeah, but I don't think I'm like that.
Yeah, I won't put that on you.
I'd be too scared to be like, are we gonna get a raise? You know what I mean? I'm just like, yeah, okay.
You're
We're all
like,
the family.
just shut up and keep it moving.
That was so stupid. She was like, we're all a family. Fuck your family.
You're not. Absolutely not.
I invited to my
Absolutely
cookout.
Well, that's it. That is the end of the episode. I know it's quick, right?
Yeah, that flew by actually.
Yeah.
This was fun.
I'm trying to keep them short and sweet and to the point, and maybe if people want more, we'll step it up. But
keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
I definitely had a ton of thoughts, but
we
would be here for like hours, but I feel
well, we
like
can we can do a little extra after this episode if you want. I know Zoom always does that 30-minute, 40-minute gap, so I can always cut it off and we can jump into it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah. Well, let's wrap it up right now. Thank you, Ty, for coming on.
Hey, no problem.
You know, it's always nice hearing your voice and seeing you. I'm glad you're doing great.
I'm doing fantastic.
And yeah, we'll see you guys later, and stick around. I might actually add a little bonus in there. Let's see how good his notes are, right, guys?
It's not gonna be good.
All right, guys, we'll see you later.
Yes.
Have a good one. That's it for this week's episode of AfterThought Podcast. I want to thank my friend Ty for coming on to the episode. You can follow him on Instagram and everything Ty at Actual Dragon Tears. And I'll put that in the link somewhere. You can follow the podcast Instagram, AfterThought Pod, to keep up with all the new episodes and extra content that I'm going to be putting up. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel and put on alerts so you know when this comes out. Usually, I'm thinking Mondays at AfterThought Podcast. And that's it. Hope you guys had fun. Can't wait to see you guys next week. All right? I'll talk to you later. Bye.